A very good afternoon to you. Heatwave conditions for us as the weekend draws to a close, and a thunderstorm warning in many locations through the next 48 hours or so.
Hello, very good afternoon to you. Some big changes happening weather-wise in the forecast as we head into the start of next week. The high pressure that's been keeping us very hot, very dry is moving eastwards, and low pressure starts to show its hand from the south, sending us some very unstable air. This will help to spark off some thunderstorms as we head through much of next week. Of course, very welcome rain for many, and it will gradually be turning cooler as well. The problem with some of those thunderstorms, though, is although we do need some rain, particularly towards the south of England, there could be some localised surface water flooding because the ground is just so hard and so dry. There'll be plenty of runoff, so localised warnings in place for those thunderstorms. But of course, we've still got one more day of heat to go, and it Met Office weather warning in place for extreme heat for the rest of the day today until midnight for these areas as far north across England as the Pennines and into eastern Wales as well. Hello, good evening. It's still hot into the start of next week, but the amber warning in place for extreme heat expires overnight tonight. But another warning for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, and this time it's for thunderstorms. Now, welcome rain indeed. However, where we do see the thundery showers, there could be high rainfall totals, possibly leading to some surface water flooding because the ground is just so hard and so dry.
Hello there, good evening. After the hot and settled weather over the last few days, things are becoming a little more unsettled and unpredictable because we've got two low pressure systems circling the British Isles over the next few days. Notice these are quite showery affairs, and the reason why it's a little unpredictable is because we might skip showers or we might get a bucket load.
Good evening. Two things you don't need me to tell you. It's been very hot and it has been very dry. We are going to lose the heat now, though, through the early part of this week. The Met Office extreme heatwave warning runs out at midnight tonight. The heat is being ushered out by the arrival of thunderstorms. The rain, though, will be somewhat hit and miss. The Met Office has issued an amber warning for the thunderstorms that have been tracking across Northern Ireland. You see them here on the latest radar earlier on through the evening, and that warning stands until 10 p.m. But I think we'll see perhaps some pokier showers pushing across southern and eastern Scotland through the small hours of Monday. Showers perhaps heading towards the northwest of England and North Wales by the end of the night. It is a fresher night for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Still very warm and muggy and pretty unpleasant, though, for getting under the covers, I think, across much of England and Wales. And then for Monday, showers merging into perhaps longer, more persistent spells of rain for Northern Ireland and Scotland. Chance of thunderstorms in eastern Scotland. Thunderstorms possible just about anywhere across England and Wales, but you can see they far from cover the map. Many areas could miss out on the rain altogether. Some will see some intense downpours. In terms of temperatures, we're still looking at 30 somewhere across eastern England. Still quite humid here, but overall temperatures coming down across the board. Monday into Tuesday, low pressure really starts to stretch itself out, though, across the UK, and that's when we will see our temperatures coming down out of the 30s. We've seen 30 degrees every day somewhere in the UK throughout the last week. Some more persistent rain for Scotland, particularly the east on Tuesday. For England and Wales, a mixture of sunny spells, some intense showers and maybe some more persistent spells of rain. Top temperature 26 degrees. That's around 10 degrees down on the figures many of us have been seeing in days of late. For Tuesday into Wednesday, it's still low pressure stretching across the UK, but this little finger of high pressure across Scotland and Northern Ireland does try and settle things here. I think it will trap some cloud underneath it, but it will be a drier story for Scotland and Northern Ireland in comparison on Wednesday. Further south, some potent showers, I think, particularly across southern England. This could be the day for the more meaningful rain for southern England, the middle of the week. But where it's wet, as you can see, it's much cooler, 23 degrees, 18 for Northern Ireland and Scotland. By the time we get to Thursday, we really are starting to pick up an Atlantic influence to our weather. We've been very much continentally influenced of late with the warm air feeding in from the east. The Atlantic influence brings us fresher westerlies. It will also favour western areas for picking up some showers on Thursday. Isolated showers possible further east. Temperatures really where we expect to see them at this time of year. The high teens for Scotland and Northern Ireland, the low 20s across England and Wales. And then for Friday, we're still with that Atlantic influence. Low pressure to the northwest of the UK, a westerly breeze. This is a cold front making its way southeastwards across the UK. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to bring anything too solid in the way of rainfall, but it does just give you that picture that we are now moving back into ushering fresher air from the Atlantic. We could see a little bit more cloud for a time across England and Wales, but many areas dry again on Friday. Some showers for Scotland and Northern Ireland, but I think perhaps the most notable difference for all of us through the week ahead is that shift in temperatures, shaving around 10 degrees off for many areas on the figures we've seen through the weekend. So there's your week ahead. Rather unsettled to start, cooler throughout and a little drier towards the end.